Okay, I want to make a quick video on what to do and why you want to do it for your air conditioner coils. If you have coils that have damaged spots, like you can see like how straight these fins are, and that means the oil or the air can easily travel through it to work efficiently. But over time and use and people bumping into it, or maybe hail, or washing it incorrectly will cause damage spots. And you can see over here, there's a lot of damage here and a lot of damage here, because you can see what it should look normally like, right? Like a little spot right here, that's normal. But then all these other spots are the coil being flattened over. I don't know if I can get a good angle there. This most likely was caused by just applying too much water pressure. And so what you want to do is make sure you have enough pressure and enough volume of water to loosen the dirt and push it through and out of the coil. And so usually what you have to do is adjust your water nozzle or your water pressure and see what that is, because you want to make sure you got enough water that's going in, and you can see from the inside by looking in that the water's actually going through, because then you know you will be pushing dirt out. But you don't want to have too much pressure that you're going to cause this problem. That's a nightmare. This will drastically reduce the efficiency of your air conditioning unit. Okay, so now how to fix that? A couple ways. If it's a small little spot that you just want to take care of, it really doesn't affect much when you have like a little dents like this or little flat end areas. But when you got a large area, you want to really take care of that. But let's say you just want to be a perfectionist and you just want your coil to be straight everywhere, or maybe you just accidentally bumped it and you don't like that look. If it's a small spot, you could just take like a putty knife or a screwdriver and just lightly adjust the fins close to what they were. You're not going to get it perfect, but at least you can get it close like this. And then you just kind of reach in there and just straighten it out a bit. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be look a little bit better than a real bad spot. Now I can work on this one too. I don't want to spend too much time. I want to keep this video tight. So there you go. So now every fin will get air between them. Or if you have a big area, there's a couple kits you can buy. Now, how to know what size kit to get? These go by fins per inch. Like this one here is 17 fins per inch, and how you measure that is you take your tape measure and you just count how many fins there are inside that inch. You might be off 1 or 2 fins per inch, because I'm not sure exactly how they measure it. All I know is that it is fins per inch, but sometimes one fin might line up and you're questioning, is that 16 or 17 fins? That's why you usually just get a kit close to what you want that you need for your coil. And another way too is you just stick it in there and you can see how they all fit in there perfect. And then as you slide it down, you can straighten the fins. Now, here lies one problem, is this coil is in an area where it takes a lot of weathering, and so the fins, using a fin comb, actually causes more damage than good, because as I'm trying to, when I get to the troubled spot and I hit this spot, normally if the coil's not, the aluminum fins are not damaged or not weathered too bad, they'll just straighten right out. But now they become slightly brittle, and so running this across it will only damage it more. And one good evidence of that is you can see, trying to use a comb, see it kind of mangles it, because the aluminum fins are starting to erode. So, but if for some reason your coils are tough enough to handle it, here's how you do it. So when they're folded over let's say in that direction, you want to start on the good side halfway on the opposite side of where they're folded. So that way when you go across it, and you kind of have to dig it in there. Sometimes you can go really fast and you can just knock it out quick if your fins are pretty tough. Otherwise, you want to test a spot and see how it's going to go. And then you just go halfway good side, halfway bad side, and just keep working your way through it. And you can go pretty quick. But if they're in really bad shape, you can't really use a comb. You'll just have to, spend quite a bit of time, and it can be quite tedious. But if you want to save your air conditioner and get some more life out of it, that's what you have to do. You have to go and straighten every fin. Like you could see that area around there is a really bad area, and that would take a long time, but it would be worth it. You could do it in stages, so you don't have to do it all in one sitting. But that's all I gotta say on that.